Hello everybody, and welcome. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Yeah, it's Tuesday, yeah. It's Valentine's Day Eve, so I bet a lot of y'all got some questions out there. I don't know what everyone's doing for Valentine's Day, if people are getting romantic or what, but we shall see. Hi Dune, how are you doing? Is it free? Can I get a general reading? Today, yeah, we are doing free readings today. I don't know how many we do. It's all dependent on how many donations we get. And we also play a game. Hey Jessica, how are you doing, girl? How are you today? Hope you're doing well on this fine Tuesday. It's actually kind of a gloomy Tuesday for us here. I think people still aren't over the loss. That game, girl. That game. I didn't cry afterwards. I yelled. I got angry. Felicia, my two favorite girls. How are you doing, ladies? How are y'all today? Who is this emailing me? One sec, sorry. Spam email. Right? It was such a close game. It was such a close game. Ugh. So close to the win. Yeah, I didn't cry, and John was like, this is so funny. He's like, I've been following them every single Sunday, since they started playing this season, and you are more upset than I am. I'm like, this is why I don't get involved in sports. I get way too emotional. Hey, Aisel, how are you doing, love? I hope you're doing well today. I hope you are doing great. Cheers to everyone today. The flavor of La Croix I'm drinking is lime. That was the last swig of lime. Lime's pretty good. It's not my favorite is coconut. Coconut is my favorite La Croix. My second favorite is limoncello. Those are my favorites. You have to remind myself that it's not even my team. Yeah, true. I had to remind myself, girl, you haven't been following them. You should not let this get that deep for you. Anyway. Yeah, so we have yet to receive a donation. We can jump right on into a game for the chance to win a mini reading if anyone is interested in that. A game, perchance? Who would be interested in playing a game? I'm gonna grab. You are quite interested. All right, we got Jessica on deck. Who else? Aisel is always down to play. Got my limoncello. La Croix. This is, like I said, my second favorite flavor. It's so good. Oh no! I moved the camera. Diggity dong. Earthquake. I realized, actually, last night I had a really deep epiphany. I was thinking about, I'm like, what is my earliest memory? My earliest memory was when I was 2. I got stung by a bee, and I remember that. I remember freaking out. But my second earliest memory was the Loma Prieta earthquake in 1989. That was scary. Oh my god, I must say. That was some scary stuff. I got some stories. I have some stories to tell about that, if anyone ever wants to hear it. Alright, we got Felicia, we got Aisel. I guess Dune decided to go away. Some people don't have the patience to want to stick around and play a game, and that's okay. Or sometimes their phone battery runs out or something like that. Alright, I have gone and picked a random card. Please go ahead and... Oh, Dune is here! Alright! You down to play the game? We are about to play the game. Go ahead and guess any major arcana card. If you don't know the major arcana, guess any number between 0 and 21. I do remember the Northridge earthquake. I was in, I want to say 2nd grade, and my best friend at the time had just moved from Northridge up to where we lived. So I was like, oh my god, girl. Okay, we've got our guesses. Basil guesses number 5, Dune guesses number 11, Felicia guesses Judgment number 21, I want to say. You were in college. Were you at Northridge? Wait, didn't you go to Northridge? Jessica guesses the Sun, which is number... Sorry, no, Judgment is number 20. The Sun is number 19. All right. Janelle, Ace of Pentacles, and welcome, Janelle. Ace of Pentacles is not one of the major arcana. You can just guess any number between 0 and 21. Hey, Liz R. Liz R guesses number 7. Janelle, yeah, you can just guess any number between 0 and 21. So Bryant, you were in college, and Bryant went to Northridge. Janelle, yes, the Magician, number 1. All right, Janelle guesses the Magician. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. Unless you have any other people like Indiana Jones style, I'm gonna slide on in the last minute. Yes, no, maybe so. All right, we've got a winner chicken dinner. Congratulations to Janelle. I ended up pulling the High Priestess, which is number 2, and you guessed the Magician, which is number 1. So you are the winner, baby. Congratulations, Janelle, on your win for tonight. Let me add you to start a little list here. Congrats, Janelle. Congratulations on your win. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Yeah, I was a little kid when that earthquake happened. I just remember being so grateful that my friend had moved. Yeah, Loma Prieta was really scary because it happened during the World Series, which is crazy. My dad, who is normally always on time, he worked in the evenings in San Francisco, and he happened to be a little late that day, and if he had been on time, we're pretty sure that his car would have been one of the ones that broke on the bridge, but he was stuck on the bridge for hours. You missed the game, Matt. And there are no cell phones, so my mom had no idea where he was. I remember my mom was just freaking out. She kept it cool. I remember I was eating dinner watching Sesame Street. My brother was just an infant. He was like 1, and I think she had him on her hip while she was doing some cooking. And I was watching my Sesame Street, watching my stories. And I remember it just felt like water. The ground felt like water. It was so intense, and she just swooped us out, grabbed us. We ran outside. She was a hero, and our house was totally fine. But we had to wait a long time to hear if my dad was fine, because he couldn't get to a phone for a long time, and hardly anyone had cell phones then, or car phones. Only really fancy people had car phones. It was a horrible one, yeah. Janelle would like to know, what do my finances look like? Janelle, what's your sign? And today we are using the beloved Muse deck. Everyone loves the Muse tarot deck. Everybody loves a pageant. And we just received a donation. Let's see who it is from. It's from Matt. Thank you so much, Matt. Of course you're an Earth sign. You're asking about your finances. I was going to say, are you a Virgo or a Capricorn or a Taurus? Because y'all always ask about your finances, and I'm here for it. Wise question indeed. I have some people some non-Earth signs who will ask about their finances, but the first question I usually ask for a lot of Earth signs is often, I'm gonna light some incense, is often about one's finances. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Janelle's finances look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Janelle's finances look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Janelle's finances look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Janelle's finances look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Janelle's finances look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Janelle's finances look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Janelle's finances look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Janelle's finances look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Janelle's finances look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Janelle's finances look like? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What do Janelle's finances look like? Move my crystals back to where they belong. Knight of Swords, the Moon, the Tower reversed, Eight of Cups, and Five of Wands reversed. Are you currently working right now, Janelle? This is definitely a situation where your guides and your angels really want you to, you are working. Okay. They want you to really take some time out to meditate on and think about, is your job, is your current position serving you, or is this a situation that you need to walk away from with the Eight of Cups? I feel like things are not all, I mean, it's, work is work, a job's a job, right? Everything's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows, but I feel like there's also, with this Five of Wands reversed, I sense that there's a lot of, there's some conflict at your work. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe it's between coworkers and you, maybe it's between you and superiors, I'm not quite sure. But I feel like you kind of feel lost, and you don't really know which direction to go, but you know that there's a direction you need to turn. That whatever's going on right now in your work life is not serving your financial needs. There's a lot more, I feel like it's too much work and stress. Yeah, and it doesn't, I feel like it doesn't compensate. It doesn't pay you as much as it should for the amount of work and stress that you have to go through. No, it's not serving you. And what I'm seeing with the Tower reversed, especially with the Eight of Cups, your guides are definitely saying walk away. This is not a situation that's serving you. And furthermore, girl, they want to let you know that you gotta look. You gotta do some searching. I think that's part of this Knight of Swords. I don't know if you have been looking for other jobs, other positions, and I don't know what you do. I don't know how easy it is to just switch. There's certain jobs where it's not that easy to just switch, especially if it's a highly specified career. And I don't know if that's the case, but I am getting the message that can't talk. I'm sorry. There are other opportunities out there for you that would greatly serve you, and really improve your financial situation. And furthermore, wouldn't be as stressful. You don't need to be going through this undue stress, and they wouldn't be working you as crazy as they do. And it would compensate. It would be an equal compensation of given, you know, whatever energy you're putting into it, that, you know, this job, this future job that you need to search for, would serve you, would provide in the way that you need it to. I have screwed up my mat. Sorry. But, yeah, there's a lot of, and this could be internal conflict, love. You may not be having conflict with coworkers, actually. But it may just be feeling like, hey, I don't want to be there. You know, this isn't serving me. So that's really what I'm seeing for you. Time to start searching if you haven't. Because I really believe there's some great opportunities out there for you, and you don't need to go through this. Nobody does. Definitely find something before you leave, you know. Oh, never mind. No, I was going to say the Tower. That's the Capricorn. No, that's not the Capricorn card. But I do often think about the Tower and the Capricorn and how you guys... Capricorns are really good at... You're a goat, right? So you climb the mountain and you're steady and you're good at attaining success. And when I see the Tower reversed, I see someone who's kind of stuck and not climbing up that mountain in the way that they can, in the way that they are actually used to. And it's not I don't feel like it's your fault. I feel like it's this job is preventing you from soaring in the way that you can. You have every reason to, and ability to, and you have, and you will again. You just need the space to. Okay? You need the space to allow you to flourish in the way you need to. So that is what I see for you, Miss Janelle. Thank you very much for being here, and congrats on your win, love. You are very welcome. You're super welcome. Matt, good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for your donation. I love these cone. I was gonna say I love these little cone incense. They are little. I swear these cone incense, they only burn for about 15 minutes, if that. Hi, Matt. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. I had to deal with a lot of customer service today. I tried ordering contacts last night and it screwed up, and so I called the contact lens people, and then I had to call PayPal, and then I had to call my bank, and with every one of them, I made it a point to be super duper nice to them and ask them how they were doing, and they were all pleasantly surprised. I'm like, yeah, I bet you are, because I bet people are like, I didn't say that, but I bet people are dicks, and I hope that you have nice experiences with people when you're working. You're doing okay? Good. Hey, Al, how's it going, my friend? Hope you are doing swell. Hope you are doing well. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Let's see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. So most people are pretty cool. We got a few entitled D-heads, though. Yeah. That's good that most people are chill. That's good. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? The roses come tomorrow. Ooh! That's wonderful, Al. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Angels, masters, and spirit guides. What spiritual test is Matt currently undergoing? Hey, nine-tailed fox, how you doing? Why are you so confused? The funny thing is when I get people with questions about their tax return, it's mostly common sense. I don't even understand half the tax situations. Yeah. A lot of people just don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to use a computer, so you probably get people like me. I've been dealing with tech support actually all week, with my day job, with one of the schools that I work for. Yeah, I couldn't log into their workspace account. And they kept on saying, oh yeah, this is your new password, this is your new login. And it wasn't working. And yeah, it's finally working, so I was patient. I was patient with them. Okay. The Star. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Swords reversed. Five of Wands reversed. Eight of Wands. The Magician. Knight of Swords. Seven of Wands. The Lovers reversed. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Cups reversed. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Three of Wands reversed. Eight of Swords. And the Devil reversed. What spiritual test are you being, what are you being tested with spiritually? What are you being tested with spiritually here? Wait, where did my Bobby go? Oh, there it is. Okay, what was in the middle? We have Queen of Swords. Oh, right here, the center card. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. Defense. Defense. Okay. Yeah, this first column is very interesting and very promising. The Star, the Magician, excuse me, and the Knight of Cups reversed. I feel like this speaks, no, but we're talking about spirituality here. What spiritual tests are you being put to? You definitely have some powers that you haven't tapped into, I would say, with the Magician right here and right underneath the Star. And I think it's a matter of getting creative when it comes to discovering what these spiritual gifts are. Oh yeah. When we're talking, because I was thinking like, we're talking spirituality, like, because at first I thought this was speaking about your creative endeavors, but I really don't think so with the Magician here. If we're talking spirituality, that to me says something different. Nine of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Swords, and Eight of Pentacles reversed. Nine of Pentacles reversed and Eight of Pentacles reversed. With the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, this has come up twice today. Knight of Swords is, as you may already know, about thought. We could even, I often attribute it to the necessity of meditation. But also, the thing about the knights is that we have to keep in mind is they are signifiers of speed. And the Knight of Swords is the fastest of all of the knights. The Knight of Swords moves at a rapid pace. So though things may feel, I don't want to say like they've lost some value with this Nine of Pentacles reversed, I feel like there's a big change, a big spiritual transformation on the horizon, and I'll get to that in a moment. I see that furthermore here. But you've also got to put in the work as well and which I think that you do. I think that you do put in a lot of spiritual work. But there's some more that you could be putting in, I suppose, with this Eight of Pentacles reversed. Got this Queen of Swords reversed with the Seven of Wands and the Three of Wands reversed. And I think this speaks to frustrations. It can sometimes take a long time for us to attain and harness spiritual powers, or to recognize spiritual tests. And it can be a frustrating journey sometimes, and I think it has been for you. I think you have mentioned that. I think we have talked about that. And I think what your guides don't want you to do is they don't want you to look to the past when it comes to your spiritual growth and spiritual tests with this Queen of Swords reversed. That everything that you're doing is worth defending here with this beautiful Seven of Wands right in the center. I mean, it's rough right now, but I'm trying to stay positive and keep the faith. Absolutely, absolutely. I know for a while that you were trying to work for a while. Weren't you trying to work on like harnessing spiritual powers of yours? Have you kind of taken a break from that? It can feel never ending, and sometimes the journey is never ending. I feel like some of the greatest witches and warlocks in the history of time, they never stop learning. They never stop developing their skills. I hope I never stop developing I hope my skills grow. I hope I hope that I find more skills and gifts over time, especially with my work. It's very important to me. But yeah, there is a certain level of impatience here that I'm seeing with the Three of Wands reversed, and that's okay to take a break. You've dropped off since you've moved. Yeah, it's okay to take a break. I understand that. Things have been crazy busy for you. Yeah. I feel like once you settle in more to where you're at, I think that you'll find it'll be easier to get in touch with spirit, and to recharge that journey, or what's the word I'm looking for, I don't know, to restart the journey, is really what I'm looking for, the word I'm looking for. We've got the Five of Wands reversed, the Lovers reversed, and the Eight of Swords. Five of Wands reversed with the Lovers reversed and the Eight of Swords. Inner conflicts with the Five of Wands reversed. Feelings of disconnection with the Lovers reversed, maybe feeling disconnected from spirit. Yeah, the motivation is not quite there. I see that. But the possibility and opportunity is 100% there. Yeah, feelings of entrapment, or being like trapped and unable to move forward in your journey with the Eight of Swords. But I see all that changing soon, love. With this Eight of Wands right here, I'm seeing fast-moving change on the horizon. My focus is on money. I think that's getting in the way. It gets in the way with me too, man. That's so funny that you say that. I was gonna say my biggest, and well, that's such a thing that I don't want to admit, but that's my biggest distractor from my meditative practices, my spiritual practices, is when I'm working both my jobs, waking up at 6 in the morning, having to run to work. I don't set aside time to meditate in the morning because I'm focusing on that green. I'm just focusing on getting that bag, paying those bills, you know. But at the same time, it's like exercise. You know, we all gotta work, we all gotta make money. So it's really about, and hey man, I've been neglecting a lot of my spiritual practices that, like, because I've been so busy with work. I'm the same way, and focusing on paying bills and while catching up with Christmas time bills and everything. Yeah, I have the time too. I do too. And I need to set that time. I'm not spending my time the way that I should. You know, I get distracted. I have the motivation, but I get distracted. And I see that you definitely have the focus with this Knight of Pentacles. And yes, you do have the time. You're just feeling slightly disconnected from Spirit right now, and that's because you haven't gotten in touch with Spirit for a little while. This Devil reversed, the Lovers reversed. And too much. I'm focused on material things. Yeah, and that's the exact opposite of the spirit world, you know. A friend of mine has a YouTube channel. He lives in San Francisco, and he talks a lot about, you know, just a lot of the bad things that are going on in San Francisco and how difficult it is to live there, and I totally understand that. Then he started blaming it on liberals, I'm like, okay, you're a queer man. Do not. Who told you that it was the mayors of San Francisco that created this problem? Like, I'll tell you, Willie Brown was a damn good mayor in the 90s. This has nothing to do with liberals or conservatives. This is so I kind of got into a little argument with him, and he said to me, well, how about you make videos about how great San Francisco is and how you feel it is? I'm like, that's not my job, man. That's why I focus on, and I told him, like, that's not my job. That's why I focus on doing tarot videos and talking about tarot, like, and focusing on the spiritual, because I don't want to make videos on that. Like, yeah, Willie Brown was the best. That was when I remember that city thriving. I was very little, but I used to go into the city all the time, and I always remember the city as being so nice and beautiful, and yeah, there were some parts that were not great, but he was a great ass man. He was a really, really good mayor. I don't think anyone should blame any one city's problems on the mayor. Like, there's a huge group of people that are involved in everything, you know. But I was just, I apologize. And I'm like, I'm sorry I got hypey, but, like, honestly, like, that's not my job. Do some more investigating. It's not that black and white, man. It's just not that black and white. There's corruption on all sides. All sides. And I just try to choose the lesser of two evils. And as a fellow queer person, I think that it's a little silly for you to I'm like, don't become MAGA, man. Don't get MAGA. Don't get MAGA on me. And if you are watching, hun, you should get a reading from me, because I would love to give you one. But yeah, no, I was just like, are you gonna go MAGA? Like, what? You're a young queer man. Like, what? You know they're not on your side. Anyway. Yeah, before Silicon Valley. Yeah. True. That's when things really started to change. Yes, I can see you, Nine-Tailed Fox, but I've been giving a reading to Matt. I've been in the middle of Matt's reading, so I don't have time to look at all of everything that you're saying right now. I'm really sorry that you're confused about... Would you like a reading, Nine-Tailed Fox? Do you want to donate for a reading? Because I don't know what advice to give you, hun. I really don't know what advice to give you. I don't know your situation that well. You're apolitical. There's no political solutions at this point. I agree. I'm very apolitical, but at the same time, I do lean more towards one side, but do I have a lot of faith in that side? No. And that's exactly why I want to move out of this country. That was another thing I said to him. I was like, that's just why I want to leave this country. I'm gonna move to Ireland. Figure something out. Ay, oy caramba. No, no need to be sorry, Nine-Tailed Fox. I just get busy, hun. I just get busy. It's a busy channel sometimes, and I don't know everyone's situation. I've only been actually I only just started reading you very recently. Sometimes if I know someone really, really well on my channel and I've been reading for them for like, because I've had this channel for 3 years now, so I have some clients of mine that I've had for a long time, and I know their life hell of well, and if they have a question, I'll help them out if they have a question sometimes. But if I really don't know someone's life, it's really not my place to give that information without spirit's help. You know what I mean? You're so welcome, Matt. You are very, very welcome indeed. Very, very welcome indeed. Good, good. I'm glad, Matt. I am very glad. Glad to have been able to have been of service. Glad to have been of service to you. No problemo. I'm on the fence. I'm like, I'm low key, I'm not starving, but I'm a little hungry. Like, do I grab some cheese and crackers? That's a noisy snack to eat. I have to mute myself while I'm munching. Oh, that's good, No, actually, just received a donation. Thank you so much, Felicia, for your donation, love. Frozen pizza time. I'm so Jewish. I eat pizza bagels. Um, I ate them all. I had some pizza bagels and I finished those bitches last night. But I have some cheese and crackers. What do I have for dinner? Oh, I don't know if I have anything. Yeah, fruit's noisy as well. I don't know if I have anything for dinner tonight, y'all. Oh wait, no, I've got cheesy broccoli soup and some really expensive but delicious bread. $6.49 for a loaf of bread by Oro wheat. Like, are you joking? That's like, let's start a revolution here. That's out of control. Wasn't it the price of bread that started the French Revolution? $6.49. My goodness. But there was one loaf left of my Jewish rye. Yes, rye is healthy for you, but I wasn't even at Whole Foods. This is at Safeway. I think I've complained about this bread before. I'm always just so shocked at how expensive this bread is. What can I eat that's on the quiet side? I don't really know. I guess just cheese in and of itself. I could munch on some cheese. But I think the smartest thing would be to just nibble, and while I'm nibbling, just mute. I used to do that. Back in the day, I'd go on these marathons. Sip water. Oh, okay. That's some like no, I don't think I can talk about that on this channel, but that's advice that yeah, never mind. Yeah, sip water. That's what I'm doing, man. I'm sipping my La Croix. I love bubbly water. I love bubbly water with the essence of something. That's my jam. That's how I stay hydrated. Yeah, back in the day, sometimes I would go on, well, I mean, not even back in the day. Sometimes I still go on for like 5, 6 hours. And when that does happen, instead of signing off out of hunger, I used to just grab soup and put it in a mug, and it was Slurpee. It was Slurpee McDoodlestein, and I didn't realize that until my parents were like, you know, that sound is like really slurping. Like, oh dear. You ate pizza yesterday. It's time for you to go on a diet? No, pizza's great. I don't think pizza's that bad. I mean, I guess cheese, yeah, but what are you gonna do? Pizza's one of my favorite foods. Felicia, I think you wrote your question in your donation. Should I reach out to apologize for such a negative text to Z, or leave it alone? Okay, yeah, let's see. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Felicia reach out and apologize to Z for such a negative text? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Felicia reach out to Z to apologize for a negative text? She said. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Felicia reach out to Z for the negative text? She said. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Felicia reach out to Z to apologize for the negative text? She said. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Felicia reach out to Z to apologize for the negative text? She said. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Felicia reach out to Z to apologize for the negative text that she sent? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Felicia reach out to Z to apologize for the negative text she sent? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Felicia reach out to Z to apologize for the negative text she sent? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Felicia reach out to Z to apologize for the negative text she sent? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Should Felicia reach out to Z to apologize for the negative text that she sent? Gagorios. I know, I need to find those Gagorios. Yeah, McDoodlestein. No, I don't know where I got that. Yeah, Gagorios. I gotta find those. I bet I could find like an old pack on eBay, but then they'd probably be gross and not fresh anymore. Your favorite foods are fruits, fish, and chicken. I ate chicken for a minute. I've been a vegetarian since I was 15, but then I started eating fish and chicken when I was like 19. I think I became anemic and I started craving. So I figured, hey, if you got to crave and eat it. And then I stopped eating chicken again about 5 years later. And then I went vegan. And now I'm eating fish again. I love fish. Fish is the best. I can't imagine not eating fish anymore. Five of Cups. Queen of Swords reversed. Temperance. Sorry, 1 second. Is this reversed? No, this is upright. King of Cups. And King of Wands. Interesting. We have King of Cups and King of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Swords, which is you, reversed. You found them on Amazon. They're expensive, but they look good. I wonder if they're still fresh. I mean, Oreos, those things, like, last forever, don't they? They're not the most natural food. I'm sure they look really cute. Oh my god, pink Oreos. Oreos. So I can see that you have regret here, hun. That you're feeling guilty. I sense the guilt. I sense the guilt with this Five of Cups. That's guilt. And that you felt that it wasn't, the things that you said weren't, they weren't demonstrative of the person who you are. They came from a real place and they were things that you said, but it's not the type of person who you normally are. And you would like to restore balance with this Temperance card. I think this speaks I don't know what Z did. I don't know who Z is. I don't know what you had to say to Z or what it was that you said to Z, but I think this speaks volumes to the type of person who I think you are, which is a very dignified woman who is very, when they go low, we go high. Like, you keep, you don't stoop low or say negative things usually. Something triggered you here, and I will say I do think it was probably valid. But you also at the same time you feel badly. This Five of Cups, you feel badly. I do. I didn't think it was bad when I sent it, but rereading it makes me say could have said it differently. Yeah. Yeah, and I've been there too, especially with texts. I've definitely been there. I've reread them, been like, ooh, maybe I could have said that nicer. Like, there's definitely, we definitely had. The phrase that I always like to use is the way that you say it. Say what you need to say, but try to say it in the most polite, dignified Queen of Swords way to do so. And yeah, I can definitely see the guilt, definitely sense that. You can definitely restore balance here, and do I think that you should? I think that if it would make you feel better and abate this guilt, these bad feelings, and restore your sense of self and who you are, and you know that you're not that type of person, and you don't want that person to think that you're that type of person. You can even say that to them, like, I normally do not speak like that. I don't know what came over me, but this is a nicer way of putting it. And just put it in a nicer way. Deepa, please don't spam the chat. Thank you. I absolutely think you can restore. I think they'll be very receptive to the apology. With this Temperance card, that's definitely someone receiving something well. And there's this restoration of emotions and or not emotions, but yeah, like no hard feelings and no harm, no foul with the King of Wands and King of Cups. That's exactly what I'm seeing. Receptiveness with the Temperance card. This is giving and receiving. I think the traditional artwork is someone flowing water back and forth, right? She's standing in the water and she's got two cups and they're flowing back and forth. Temperance is reception. Yeah, 100%. I think they'll be receptive. Yep. He will understand. I get that 100%. That he'll be very receptive. Yeah. And it'll get rid of this Five of Cups. I've been there. When you feel that guilt. God, I even got that way today. There was an issue with one of my meds, and I called my doctor, and luckily she was there right before she was leaving her office, but I was kind of panicking because they screwed up my meds, and I didn't know if they'd be able to fix them. I didn't know whose fault it was. I didn't know if she'd screwed up. I didn't think she had because she had told me what she put in the order like on the 2nd of February. And I know that my pharmacy is prone to screwing up, but they're also prone to giving me crap. And I was so scared, and luckily it was my doctor. I guess that's a good person to call when you're having a panic attack. But I still want to text her again and be like, I am just so sorry for freaking out on you. When you immediately answered the phone, that is not nice. I know I'm your patient, but I should have taken a deep breath. Yeah, mend your part. Absolutely. It'll get rid of that Five of Cups feeling. Nobody likes that feeling. Regret, guilt, definitely guilt. Feeling bad. Queen of Swords reversed is one bad queen. She's well, all the queens reversed are bad, but I don't call her a bad queen. That's funny that you call her a bad queen. I don't think she's so much bad as she is bitter about things. I think she goes more into the realm of bitterness than she does bad. Cold, yes, cold and because she's not happy. I will say she usually has a good ass reason to feel the way she does. But she can really, especially with her words, us air signs are really good with our words, we are the swords. That's what. Oh, thank you so much, Jonathan Baker, for your donation. Much appreciated, love. So you would like a 10 card reading? And you are next. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me add you to the list. Yeah, the queen of, yeah, I feel like we're all good with our words as air signs, and yeah, I can say some really mean things too. I have definitely had to make some apologies to people, like, wow, I'm sorry. Like, like, that's not really, it's just not me. And I feel like that's kind of where you're coming from too. Is like, that was not me. That was not me. That's not the type of person I am normally. I'm just gonna call you Jonathan Baker. I'm sorry because I can't read the rest of your name. It's YouTube cut it off. But Jonathan Baker, thank you so much for your donation, love. Please go ahead. Or did you, Jonathan? Did you want 2 5-card readings or did you want a 10-card reading? Deepa, yeah, I don't know what you're saying, Deepa. You keep on spamming the chat with exclamation point position. I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know if you're trying to manipulate Nightbot, because that wouldn't be cool. Stop that if you're doing that. Because that was what was concerning me, Felicia, is you can do controls and commands with Nightbot, and I'm the only person who can do that here, so if I see anybody else messing around with Nightbot, you're out of here. So none of this exclamation point stuff. I don't know what kind of command you're trying to do or anything. Okay? Thank you, Felicia. Yeah, I think that's just the best solution. I don't think they're really on board with us here. All right, a 10-card reading. You've got it. Jonathan Baker Guntang. There we go. Let me add that. The last part of your name. And what is your question, my friend? I am concerned to know about how my veganism will progress and if I will go on my Spain trip, please. That's so interesting, Jonathan. I was literally just talking about how I used to be a vegan. I was a vegan. I've been a vegetarian since I was 15. I'm like 38 now, so it's been a while. I was vegan for about 4 or 5 years. And I will say I'm gonna split this up into 2 questions, okay, hun? Because that is 2 questions. The veganism question, and then we'll ask about the Spain trip question, okay? So let's get right on into this. And Jonathan, what is your sign? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's veganism progress? How long have you been vegan? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's veganism progress? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's veganism progress? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will John's veganism progress? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will John's veganism progress? Messengers and spirit guides, how will John's veganism progress? This is your 3rd go around. Yeah, it's tough. It is. It's tough. No doubt about that. I became ill and went back to it, but just went back. Okay, so yeah, let's see if your body is going to respond well to it. Are you doing it? You don't have to tell me why you're doing it. I did it for spiritual reasons. I did it for animal belief reasons. I did it for environmental reasons, health reasons. There's a lot of good reasons for veganism, but it also, my body started really craving certain fatty acids that I couldn't find that were not plant-based, basically butter. I'll be honest. My brain started working better when I started eating butter again. So that's just me and my body. Everybody's body and mind is different. I never got ill at all, But I did get a little bit of a brain fog. Tired of being sick all the time and overweight. Oh man, I'm sorry. Yeah, it definitely helps with weight. I don't know if it's helped you with weight loss, but I definitely shed some pounds. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's veganism go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's veganism go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's veganism go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's veganism go? The High Priestess reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. And the Hermit. I don't know. I honestly, Jonathan, I'm going to be like, and I have nothing against like, you came to the right person, actually. You came to the right person, because I have no judgments at all. Some people have judgments against what people eat. I'm like, as a lifelong vegetarian, I am not going to judge anyone. Like, I've been judged my whole life. It's like, oh, you're eating that. Like, it's just like, I don't judge people for eating meat. Like, I don't judge anyone for what they eat. But what I am seeing here, Jonathan, is things not working out fundamentally with veganism, with the Knight of Pentacles reversed. I see it kind of being similar to what we were just talking about. I don't think it's the right solution for your body. With the High Priestess reversed, I think it's going against what your body needs for its nutrition. Yeah, we've got the Ace of Swords reversed and the Ace of Cups reversed. It wouldn't serve you. Veganism is not, I don't think it's this, I do not believe it's the solution for you. But I know there is a solution for you out there with the Hermit, but it's going to take some searching, some research of different lifestyles, food, of different methods of nutrition. I don't know if you've ever seen like a holistic nutritionist or anything like that. Anybody like that, that might be really helpful for you. Sounds like you might be kind of on that path, of a more holistic sense. But I hate to say it, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. I am also concerned just because you told me that it made you sick in the past, and that concerns me. Perhaps cut the animal products to 10% or so, and only once a while will be this. Yeah, that's also a good solution. That's low key what I did when I was a vegan. I started eating butter, but I still wasn't eating cheese. I certainly wasn't eating meat products. I haven't eaten meat products in years. Well, that's not true. I eat fish now. But I wasn't eating any meat at the time. But I needed butter. I was getting really lightheaded all the time and just kind of in a brain fog. And I'm a smart girl. I'm sharp. I'm fast. But I was not at the time. Not sick from the animal products. The veganism never made me sick. Only made me poor financially. That's the other. Yeah, veganism is costly too. That is true. That I remember. I remember all the special foods. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Did not forget about that. But you got sick from the animal products. What do you mean? But I thought you said you got sick from the veganism. I'm sorry, babe. I didn't get that. Okay, you got sick from the animal products. Yeah, I think maybe cutting them to a percentage would be good for you. What is this? Eat right for your blood type. Have you heard of this, Jonathan? It poses that every blood type needs a unique diet. I'd roll with that. I'd believe that. Because out of all the people I've met, all the friends and I've had in my life, family members, people I've known, like everybody requires such a different diet. Everybody has such different needs. It's an older book. I've got to check that. I swear I've heard of it. Yeah, the older I get, the more I really realize there's no right way to eat. I'm tired of hearing people say, well, this is the right way to eat, like almond moms and stuff like that. You gotta eat this. And it's just like, no. Your daughter can live on pasta and can be super lean. You'd fluff up. I'm kind of the same way. I can eat, I don't want to say like a horse, but I can eat a lot of complex carbs. And like I had an enchilada for lunch, 2 enchiladas for lunch today. Vegetarian with cheese, chili poblano with corn, hella good. Um, yeah, I wish more people talked about it. Yeah, and I'm tired, like I said, I'm tired of hearing people say that there's only one right way to eat, that kind of thing. Everybody's different. Literally, everybody is different. We all have different, unique needs. I don't even know what my blood type is. TBQH. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's trip to Spain go? When are you planning on going? I know a few people who are going. I actually just talked to a woman today who's going to Spain next week. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's trip to Spain go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's trip to Spain go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's trip to Spain go? Oh, that's cool. Cool. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's trip to Spain go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's trip to Spain go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's trip to Spain go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's trip to Spain go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's trip to Spain go? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Jonathan's trip to Spain go? Also correlates blood type with how you should exercise. Some are good with intense, others more like yoga and light walking. That's me. Oh my gosh, y'all. I signed up for a hip hop dance class this Saturday with Steven. We're doing a hip hop dance class this Saturday, and I just realized I might be super way out of shape for this. Like, I don't like work out a lot. I'm pretty strong, to be honest. I'm actually very strong, surprisingly strong, but I don't do sports, I don't work out. I do walk a lot. And I have a lot of stamina with that, but we'll see how we dance. We'll see how the dance goes. I'm not going unless he goes, though. I made that very clear. I'm like, I am not going by myself. We got the Five of Pentacles. It reminded me of that Bob's Burgers episode where Bob takes a hip-hop dance class for Linda for Valentine's Day. Nine of Cups. Queen of Swords reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. And Knight of Cups. Is there a particular reason why you're going to Spain, Jonathan? Or are you just going for pleasure? Just to discover the world? Or are you going to meet someone? My first solo cruise, and it is just to get away. Okay, very cool. Nice solo cruise. Very cool. Good for you, man. That's awesome. Um, is it expensive? It is a 14-night cruise there and then fly back. Okay, because I am seeing something with this Five of Pentacles. There is something about like money loss. That could be a vacation for sure. But worth it. It was about 9 G's. Okay, but you're good. I mean, I'm assuming that you can cover it. But anyway, it's that's still that ain't no joke kind of money for anybody. I think you will be satisfied. Natural beauty. Hey girl, how are you doing? Yes, I am still doing readings. Absolutely. I think that overall you will be satisfied by this trip with the Nine of Cups. There could be some frustrations with all of the amenities. It is paid in full, but I just quit my jobs last week because I couldn't take it anymore. Oy vey. Oh, and you don't have another job lined up? Yeah, I see maybe some possible frustrations with like the amenities with this Ace of Cups reversed and Queen of Swords reversed. But I also see definitely meeting other people with the Knight of Cups. Something about meeting someone. I just purchased a $2,000 gift certificate to the cruise line and had money saved, but only 5Gs saved. Okay, so it's not the easiest thing for you to pay for it. I get it. Yeah, it's a chunk of change and it's not that easy to pay for. But everything is paid off except for the hotel in Miami and in Barcelona. Okay, cool, cool. It's all paid off. All good, all good, all good. Um, all paid off. Golden. Yeah, I definitely see a possibility, multiple possibilities for you to meet people. And that makes a lot of sense, Jonathan, I think. You're going to be on a cruise, you know? That's, I really feel like what cruises are kind of for, you know? Yeah, sounds like a wonderful itinerary. I think you're gonna have a wonderful time, Jonathan. Like I said, I love this Nine of Cups here. You're definitely gonna find a lot of satisfaction in your journey, and I definitely think you're gonna meet people while you're there, which makes perfect sense. My job would have kept me from going after the investment. Well, I mean that would be up to you, wouldn't it? Do you feel? I am concerned about the Five of Pentacles. I've got to say that the Five of Pentacles is poverty. Is poverty. So, and I don't want you to be impoverished because of this vacation. But I also want you to feel a sense of freedom and satisfaction and sounds like you definitely have worked for this. But I think, the job thing in terms of your leaving your job would have kept you from going after the investment. I think that would be up to you, love, and knowing your finances and where they stand right now. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Um, what is this? Thank you so much for your donation. We just received a donation. I'm guessing it's from Natural Beauty. I think that's the best thing to do, Jonathan, is to just go and see things usually work out and fall into place. Thank you so much, Natural Beauty, for your donation. I'm going to add you to the list really quickly, but then I have to run upstairs super quickly. I'm going to keep it real. I got to grab some cheese and crackers because I'm really hungry. I was a fool and I didn't eat before I went live tonight. But don't worry, every time I bite into a cheese and a cracker, I'm going to mute it. Okay, so I'll be right back. Thank you. All right, and we are back with the snacks. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support, girl. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your donation, Harley. Thank you so much, love. Would you like 2 5-card readings, or were you interested in a 10-card reading? These are my favorite cheeses, y'all. These Baby Bells. And the sharp version is actually really, really good. I like the original, but this one's good too. Some ASMR cheese opening. Does ASMR work for y'all? Doesn't work for me. I've never gotten that tingly feeling. I wish. I wish. Bunch of cheese. All right. Miss Harley, are you there? Harley might have got some snacks too. Miss Natural Beauty, are you there? Harley, are you there? There she is. Hey! So did you want 2 5-card readings or a 10-card reading? It's all good. It's all good. Those things happen. $10 you got it. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Who is coming into my life? I do my own readings. Cool, cool. And was told that someone was coming into my life. You mean you read for yourself, hun? I have thoughts about that. About reading for oneself, because I do it a lot. But not anymore. I used to do it a lot. I used to read for myself a lot. And but I would also do my best to get a reading from someone else that I knew, and preferably someone who wasn't my friend, because I was like exchanging readings with a friend for a while, but that's also that can be problematic too, because for the same reason. Here's my I don't think it's bad to pull tarot for yourself, but this is just my little 2 cents about it as a fellow tarot reader. I think that my problem with it is that I am afraid that I am It's not that I don't believe I'm listening to spirit, because I still hear spirit, but I also think that sometimes I'll look at certain cards and interpret them in a way that is like favorable to me. You know, what's the word I'm looking for? Do you know what I mean? There's like a certain word for that. But I feel like it kind of almost I worry that it sullies my interpretations of what I pull, because then I'm like, oh, you know, is this just what I'm like hoping for, you know, or is this the real deal? And I'm not negating your pulls at all. I think, you know, I think that there's always something legitimate in what we pull for ourselves as readers. Um, but sometimes I feel some details might get misconstrued. So I think so thank you for coming to me. Because now it's like going to a doctor, I guess. It's like getting a second opinion, you know? I use more than tarot. Okay, oracle cards that provide exact information. I have the T card deck, and it's an oracle deck that provides specific. It literally says, oh, okay, yeah, and that's very different too. Yeah, pulling oracle cards is very different as well. So, I can't tell you who is coming into your life, because I don't know who's in your life. I don't know your life. But I can tell you, um, what that person would be like. You saw new love and new job? Okay, that's pretty specific, yeah. That's not too hard to misinterpret there. Um, let's see. And Harley, what's your sign? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is gonna come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is gonna come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is going to come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person will come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is going to come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is going to come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is going to come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is going to be coming into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is going to come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is going to come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is going to come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is going to come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is going to come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is going to come into Harley's life? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What kind of person is going to come into Harley's life? A secret about you. Oh, that's the name of the deck. A secret about you. I was gonna say, I thought you were talking about me. I was like, no, this is just the Muse Tarot. It's not that specific. You've heard of it, right? It's called A Secret About You. Interesting. I'm gonna write that down. Give me a sec. I want to write that down. A secret about you, because I'm always looking for good oracle cards, oracle decks. Thank you. The secret about you. All right. Cool. I'm an Aquarius. Oh, wait, what's the secret about? And I'm an Aquarius too. When's your birthday? No, the name of the deck is Teacup Cards. Oh, that's cute. Teacup Cards, I like that. Oh yeah, you said your tea oracle cards or something. Teacup Cards. Okay. What do you mean a secret about me? This deck is very specific, do you think? No, the Muse deck? I don't think this deck's very specific. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, I'm a fellow Aqua girl myself. Four of Pentacles reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. Three of Cups. King of Swords. the Sun, Three of Pentacles reversed, Five of Cups reversed, the World reversed, Four of Swords reversed, and the Lovers reversed. Tea leaf fortune cards. No, I was saying my tea leaf deck is very specific. Has 132 cards, I believe. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the deck itself. Gotcha. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, if this is describing, I got to take my glasses off for this. If this is describing the next man in your life, you're straight, right? I don't always like to assume. I have a lot of queer clients, so I never like to assume that everybody's straight in this world. I know most people are, but I don't know what your orientation is. But your person, if this is describing your next person, okay, your dude. So if this is describing your next dude, I just don't know if this is anything more than a karmic relationship. You know what I mean? Maybe you're seeing what I'm seeing, maybe you're not. But I'm seeing problems. I'm seeing a problematic person with a lot of burdens in their life that they need to shirk, and they need to shirk before meeting you. Not after. And I see you having possible regrets being with this person. With this Five of Cups reversed. Now, did your guides, or do you communicate with your guides? Did you get any messages from your angels or spirit guides that you may be running into a karmic relationship? Because I definitely sense and feel that with this World reversed. Like a lack of seriousness with this Three of Cups. It's fun, but short-lived. I don't know, or not even that it's short-lived, but I'm not getting a whole lot of depth from this connection. I'm also not seeing a whole lot of cups. I wanted to see lots of cups here on the board, and I'm not. Would you say that you are fully over someone from your past who you were having difficulty moving on from? King of Swords, that's you, Aquarius. King of Swords, that's me and you. I thought it might be Stacy coming back at first, but yeah, I was advised to watch for the red flags, but it would be flirty fun. You got Page of Wands energy. Okay, yeah, I mean, this Three of Cups is very flirty fun. You know that. Like, Three of Cups is a good time. Three of Cups is a good time, but it's not necessarily exclusive, you know. This King of Swords, which I feel is you, my little Aquarius, the Four of Swords reverse, I feel like this is saying, really think about the next person who you go forth with. Be very, yeah, you made a very concise observation there. The red flags. Be advised to watch out for the red flags. And it's hard to watch out and be aware of the red flags when we are deeply enamored and especially deeply infatuated with someone, really are at that like crazy in love stage. That's why I always advise people to fall in love slowly. Don't rush anything, because if you rush things, you're going to fall super fast. This has been my mistake. I'm 38 years old, and this has been my mistake throughout my life. With a lot of my relationships, I move way too fast, and then I miss every single damn red flag that everybody else is seeing. Stacy would reach out to me and was told someone was coming, but wasn't sure if it was Stacy. Yeah, you keep on mentioning Stacy. Do I see a return of someone from the past? No, I see you not being able to let go of the past with this Four of Pentacles reversed. But I also see the past fundamentally not having worked with this with Stacy, with this Three of Pentacles reversed. Do you feel like Stacy was bad for you? If you feel like Stacy was bad for you, then this very well might be Stacy coming back into your life. But do you really want to welcome energy that didn't serve you in the past? I mean, if you're just looking to have fun and, you know, have someone to be romantic with, then that's all good. And I understand that, especially coming from an Aquarius who's pretty much a single Pringle most of the time. I do, you know, understand the need to just have someone maybe look like kind of diet boyfriend. I made up that term, but like not a really like a full-time boyfriend, but like he's there sometimes and a lot of the time, but it's not set in stone. I actually, okay. We got the Sun with the Lovers reversed. You know, the Lovers upright is exactly what we were talking about. Yes, he was problematic, to say the least, but I thought things ended before it got to start. And you know, people grow, so I was kind of hoping maybe we grew and could come together, you know. How long has it been? Unless it's been, I hate to be like super like Debbie Downer, but this is my opinion. This is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. I think that if it hasn't been at least 3 years, there's no growth. The growth is going to be minimal. Last September, people don't grow that fast. I mean, they do, but you're not going to see the results of it come February. So that was about almost 6 months ago. Yeah, it's just not long enough. I feel like he's still stuck where he's at. You do see, and that's the problem, is I think you do, you correct me if I'm wrong, but you haven't been able to let go of him, and you do see him in a very beautiful light with this Sun card, but in the end, he's just not going to be the one to serve you. And we were talking about earlier something flirty and fun kind of energy, and to me, the card that is super flirty, fun energy is this one, the Lovers, but we have it reversed, and that concerns me here. What you're saying is logically any growth would only be 6 months old. Pretty well, yes, that's logically, yeah. And how much does one grow in 6 months? Let's be real. Even someone such as ourselves, who, you know, we're spiritual people, we're in touch with spirit, you know, we're always on a quest to grow, right? I think as readers, even then, it's like how much development can really be made in 6 months. I'm just being that pragmatic Aquarius. I'm sorry, but you get it, because, you know, you're fellowship of the Aquarians. That's just what I think. I feel like, and the energy I'm getting is someone who is problematic, but someone who you do really value, so it makes it difficult to see those red flags, you know? I know that you feel like you could do, you know, maybe this time around be able to see them, but that's the problem, is I feel like this time around you're just going to be plagued with the same issues that he put you through last time. Some kind of negative cycle being repeated with the World reversed here. You know? Oh gosh, he does sound very dreamy. Ooh, a very very educated lawyer, very clean cut. Yeah. But is he ready for love? And is he ready to really be the right guy for you? You know, I know he does sound like a dream guy. I'm a sucker for nerds. I am a sucker for a guy who's got a good job, who is educated, who speaks. You just said it. He's really cute and everything, and speaks well. I love it. I love people. You know, you hear me. I love people who speak well. I love people who have a wide vocabulary. You think he's a player? He's an attorney. Whenever I read for people about attorney dudes, I always find out that they're like cheating. They got a cheating heart. And he's a Virgo. They're difficult. I mean, I think for Aquariuses, they can be difficult. They've been hard for me. No, Virgos can just be tough. They're moody, and if he's at the top of his game, it's true, he may be kind of exploiting that and being a player, as opposed to trying to settle down with a really wonderful woman such as yourself. But I get the dream guy thing. I get it, where it's just like you're almost in disbelief. Like, there's definitely been guys in my life where I've been like almost in disbelief that they would want to be with me, and then looking back at it, I'm like, they were such d-bags. What was I thinking? They were just players. Like, a bit arrogant. Yeah, that does not surprise me. That doesn't surprise me, the way he holds him, and especially a Virgo. Virgos work extremely hard. They're very determined. They're very driven. And if he's, like I said, if he's at the top of his game, he may be like what I would like to see is someone who's humble. That's classy to me. That's hot. Being prideful and arrogant, a little bit of arrogance, a little bit of, like, pride can be hot, but I like to see people keep it humble too. Like, don't fly too close to the sun, man. Like, you never know what'll happen, and can't get too arrogant. But yeah, I get it with the dream guy thing. I get you. Yes, it's not about, you're right. It's not about arrogance. It's about confidence. It's about, having confidence in yourself. That's really, really hot. I tell people that all the time. Like, if you don't have confidence in yourself, you're not going to find your person, because confidence radiates like no other. And people are really attracted to that of both genders. Everyone's attracted to confidence, because then confidence means you love yourself and you believe in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself or love yourself, then how are you supposed to love anybody else? Just like RuPaul said. You gotta love yourself. You gotta believe in yourself. But if you take it to the next level and you're just in love with yourself, which this guy sounds like he might be a little bit, not so hot. I don't know. That's a bit of a turnoff for me. But then again, I know I've never met this guy, and I get it. When you fall, you fall. It sounds like you've fallen, but I don't think you fell that deep, which is the good news. Sorry, I'm just gonna mute things for a second while I munch on a cracker. I'll be right back. Sorry, one sec. Sorry about that. I told y'all I didn't want you to hear me munching. That's separately for my ASMR channel. No, just kidding. That's for my mukbang channel. Someone told me I should do ASMR. They're like, you have such a soothing voice. And when you chew on things, it sounds great. When you slurp on things, it sounds great. I'm like, okay, this is getting weird. So yeah, I get you, girl. I get you. And I feel, especially as an Aquarius, like we definitely have a type. Like, I've never met an Aquarius person who wasn't attracted to someone who is intelligent. We've got a mind on us, and if that's not matched in some way, then that's not hot. That's very, yeah, well, you and I are the King of Swords, very King of Swords. But so be careful moving forward. He may pop back into your life. It's very true. I'm seeing, like I said, I was like, is he not that healthy towards you? And you're just like, yeah, not really. I'm like, then that's probably him. You're right. It may be him coming back into your life, but that also takes that's also pause for consideration. Like, okay, well, do I really want him in my life if it's not going to be healthy at the end of the day? It's just something to think about. And I wish you all the very best, no matter what direction you decide to take. It's all good. Thank you, and you're very welcome, love. You're super welcome. Thank you for being here. I always appreciate you. Who was that? No, that's not before. Okay. Thank you, Harley, love. Thank you. All right. Oh, Sorry, I just sent you a kiss emoji over Cash App. Don't be creeped out. Don't worry, girl. I wasn't hitting on you. I normally send people a red heart emoji, but I guess because it's Valentine's Day, Cash App is like, what is going on? Is like defaulting to a kiss emoji. I love that kiss emoji. I use, whenever I flirt, I use that kiss emoji. That's my flirting emoji. All right. So we have reached, we've done all of the donations tonight. Wow. So if anyone's here, we can play a game for the chance to win a free reading. You included, Miss Harley, if you want to do another reading, if you wanted another 5-card reading, you can play the game. I don't know if there's anyone in here who even wants to play the game, which would mean that it would actually default to you within 3 minutes if no one else is here who wants to play the game. So I'm going to announce that, just letting you know, you don't have to stick around if you're not. Jessica's here, all right. But yeah, just letting you know, Harley, you are qualified. If you make a donation, you can still play the game. Someone once was like, oh, I can't play the game because I made a donation. I'm like, no, you can play, everybody can play the game as long as you are a respectful member of the Starry Tarot family. Jessica is here. Let me know if you're down to clown, Harley. Let me see, I'm gonna give it a couple minutes to see if anyone else is interested in playing a game for the chance to win a free mini reading. Yay! Yeah, it's super simple. Super simple. I just have a stack of major arcana cards. I'm gonna drum up to see if there's because people drop in usually. We're gonna wait another like minute or two to see if there's anyone else interested in playing. Very simple game, Harley. I have a stack of major arcana cards, and I will pick one at random, and whoever guesses correctly will be the winner of a free mini reading. Anybody want to play for the chance to win a free reading? Does anyone want to play? I'm surprised tonight's been really, really slow. I'm actually surprised just because it's right before Valentine's Day. I'm surprised there's not more people curious about their Valentine's Eve. And I'm gonna pull a Miley tomorrow. I'm gonna buy myself flowers. I'm gonna go down to the beach. I'm gonna write my name in the sand. I already talk to myself for hours all the time about things y'all don't understand. I take myself dancing regularly. I hold my own hand when I meditate. I can love me better than anyone can. Truly. Maybe not, but I will. I think I will get because I was at the I was at the pharmacy earlier. They screwed up my prescription. I think I talked about it earlier. Anyway, they had flowers there. They were totally overpriced, but I was like, maybe I should just get myself a bouquet. Is it bouquet? 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 Maybe I should get myself some flowers. I've never gotten flowers on Valentine's Day, so yeah, I agree. I agree, especially when you're a single Pringle. Very important. Very important. Get myself flowers. I live on the beach. I could literally go down to the beach, write my name in the sand. I was thinking about that. You always get yourself chocolate covered strawberries from Kroger and get and get your daughter stuff. Yeah, that's true. I lied. I don't get roses. I don't get flowers on Valentine's Day, but when I was still living with my folks, even when I was like 28, 29, hey, it's the Bay Area, okay? My mom always got me stuff for Valentine's Day. Yeah. I'm always my mom's Valentine. All right, let's play this damn game. Let's do it. I'm going to pull a card. Yeah, it's important to love yourself. I might take a nice bath tomorrow. I mean, I'm going to go live tomorrow. I am going to go live. But I think I'll get myself flowers. They'll look nice in my room. I know exactly what I want. I want light pink roses. Or maybe some lavender with some lavender. I don't know. Who knows? I'll go down to the grocery store. All right. Yeah, Valentine's bath. I got some really special bath salts that were like specially made for me. That were a gift. And I don't think I've never taken a bath actually at this house. I've yet to use the bathtub here. But I think a bath would be good. Maybe I'll even do it tonight. Because tomorrow night, who knows? I might be on for longer tomorrow. Tonight was really short. Tonight was a short night. Short night, fortnight. What? So, place your guesses, everybody. Place your guesses. It's time to play the game. Acel's here. Oh, we got a tie with Jessica and Harley. Both guessed the Wheel of Fortune, which is number 10. That's all good. We can have a tie. Acel guesses number 20. And hey, Matt guesses number 9. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. We have a tie. Obviously. I wonder who the tie is with. I ended up pulling the Hangman, which is number 12. And both ladies guessed number 10, which is 2 digits away. So we're going to do a tiebreaker between Miss Jessica and Miss Harley. Okay, I have pulled my second card. Jessica guesses Temperance. Temperance is number 14. And Harley guesses the Star, number 17. Yeah, Temperance is 14. All right, we've got a winner. Congratulations, Harley. You are the winner. I ended up pulling the Tower. It was very close there, just like the game the other night. The Tower, number 16, and Miss Harley guessed the Star, which was just 1 digit away. Congratulations to Harley on her win. Congrats, girl. Woohoo! Congrats to Harley. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat, love. Thank you. Seriously, not bad, girl. Congrats. First time. Sorry, I had to mute things because I needed to eat a cracker. Okay, I know this is bad. Now I'm wondering if Stacy will try to reach out to me. If so, I would want to know his motives. I don't know, something around that. Okay. How do we do this? Will he reach out to you? What are his motives? Well, it's kind of two questions. It really is two questions. I'm wondering if we could. So I have a romance spread I do. That's their thoughts, their feelings, and their intentions towards you. But then intentions just may show up as Eight of Wands, and that would be like, yes, he is going to reach out to you, but I wouldn't quite know what his motives would be. So I'm trying to figure out like if we could answer it, that those two questions in one with that, or if we should do something, if we should just ask one or the other. What do you think? It's your reading. So what do you think? Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Will he reach out to you? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Stacy reach out to Harley? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Stacy going to reach out to Harley? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Stacy going to reach out to Harley? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Stacy going to reach out to Harley? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Stacy going to reach out to Harley? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Stacy going to reach out to Harley? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Stacy going to reach out to Harley? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Stacy going to reach out to Harley? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Stacy going to reach out to Harley? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is Stacy going to reach out to Harley? Just the main thing, because if he's not, the other questions wouldn't have a point. Yeah, that's true. Good point. Smart. Yeah. I feel like an airhead now. No, you're right. Then they wouldn't have a point. Yeah, you're right. You're very welcome, love. Smart girl. Putting me in my place. I feel like an airhead. Okay, Five of Wands. You're right. Yeah. Okay, Five of Wands. The Hierophant reversed. King of Cups. Eight of Pentacles reversed. And the Empress. You said you thought he was a player, right? I feel like he's got a lot of, oh no, I know, I just play. I know, I'm not an airhead. Sometimes my logic fails me. But here's what I'm seeing here. I feel like he's got a lot of ladies. Yes, I'm known. He is. He's trying to be he was trying to FWB with me. Yeah, he's got a lot of ladies on his plate. It's a big rotational. He's got a lot of ladies that he can call whenever he wants, and they'll drop everything to see him and hopefully get some time with him. He keeps every woman at like a pinky's length, like not a pinky's length, but like an arm's length. That's the phrase, right? He claims because he is a lawyer, he doesn't have time for anything else, and he was still brokenhearted from a 2-year relationship he had before. Okay, I can roll with that, but heal yourself. Heal yourself before you start like trying to play with ladies' hearts, because that's the problem, is he knows that a lot of women are not down to just be a friend with benefits. So he says a lot of stuff to, I don't know if he's done it with you, but he'll say a lot of stuff that's just not true, when really all he wants is a friend with benefits. Not just a friend with benefits. He wants multiple friends with benefits. It's very polyamorous energy. Yeah, that's what I was like. The message I was getting from your spirit guides was he's got a lot of wheels on his automobile. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I've never heard that phrase, but a lot of wheels on your automobile, that's what they were saying, is rotation. He's got he's moving around. And I think he's got hoes in different area codes. Okay, I don't like to call women the HOE word, but in the great words of Ludacris, got them in different area codes too, because I believe he does travel for work from time to time. Yeah, your guides kept on saying, and my guide, I don't know if it was my guides or yours, but I kept on, probably the angels, lots of wheels on his automobile. I'm just like, well, what does that even mean? I'm like, rotation? Or like, yeah, no, I kind of get the analogy there. But here's what's going on. He does think about you. That's not a lie. This King of Cups and the Empress, he does think that you're beautiful. Okay, I don't want to be leading you on here, but he does think about you from time to time. It's more of a passing thought though, and sometimes he does think of you when he's, does that thing that people do in the privacy of their own home. Let's hope, in the privacy of their own home. That thing, that private thing. Yeah, you get what I'm talking about. He thinks of you during that time. You're not the only one though. I'm not trying to, make you feel bad, and I'm not trying to lead you on. I'm just telling you what's going on. That rhymed. But there's multiple women that he thinks of. You are one of them. But he's just not willing to put in any work for into any relationship. Like you said, like everything you're saying to me is also resonating. It's just like, yeah, no, it's not just you. It's also other women. He didn't conquer. Yeah, he wanted to be friends with benefits, and I didn't engage in that. So I think you might see it as a challenge that he didn't conquer. He could see it as a challenge that he didn't conquer. I do, on a certain level, agree with that. But I also think that his ego, while his ego is really big, I also think that, I hate to say it, but I think that his Rolodex, this is going to age me. I don't know how old you are, but his Rolodex of women is pretty hefty. I worry that if he doesn't come back, it's only to stroke his pride and get sex and then dip. That's what I'm concerned with too. Because he's so disengaged with the Eight of Pentacles reverse, the Hierophant reverse. This guy, furthermore, like you said, he's actually not lying when he says that he is busy. He works constantly. He's probably working right now. I don't even know where you live, but he's probably working overtime, taking his work home or whatever. He works a lot. So there is an inner conflict here. There's a lot of inner conflicts here with the Five of Wands. He knows that he can't deliver everything he needs to in a relationship. But he also knows that there's you mentioned the relationship that he's not entirely over, right? That is very real. That's not some BS that he's saying just to butter up the ladies and make them feel like, oh, poor guy, he is emotional. He has been an emotional connection. But it's like, as I said earlier, I don't know if you heard me, it was just like, man, heal yourself. If you're gonna move forward in life in this way and have such a diverse and verbose, I should say, I don't know, multifaceted, I should say, not verbose, but very diverse and multifaceted love life with women, just like, heal yourself. Because I feel like every single woman is not on board with the friends with benefits thing. They want more. This man is, like you said, he's a dream guy. He's a catch. He's not some guy that you want to be friends with benefits with. He's some guy who, if you were friends with benefits with, you know that he would end up finding some some other woman, and then you would end up comparing yourself to her and wondering why you weren't good enough as her. And that's just not the case with a lot of these people. I don't know what you do for a living. With a lot of these people, a lot of them want marriages of convenience. The woman that they're actually going to marry and be like true to, it often is someone who they like work with or work near. And when I say these people, I don't mean attorneys, but I mean like super professional driven people. I don't want to say I hate that, but like I feel like a lot of them lose out on a lot of soulful connections in that way. And then they're stuck in marriages that they end up hating like 15 years down the line. They're miserable. Yeah. So not be destructive. You could be polyamorous, but in a consenting and healthy way. Totally. There are women out there who are down to be polyamorous 100%. And he could go out and find them, but I think that would just, he likes the nesting. He likes the desire that I feel that's part of it. I think he likes the desire that women have for him. And I think a polyamorous woman just wouldn't have that kind of desire that a non-polyamorous woman would. You know what I'm talking about? Like, does that kind of make sense? Like, I feel like, and I'm not trying to pigeonhole polyamorous people, but I feel like a polyamorous person would automatically be more detached because they know that there's not going to be more than just sex. So they're cool with that and they're detached. So he gets no nesting, no love from them. You know, he doesn't get the romance. He doesn't get the desire. And I've talked about this before with other guys that I feel should just move to polyamorous cults or like communities. Like, that's part of what it is. That's what I'm talking about. And that's why I feel these type of people lead people on, is because there's also that aspect of it, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like I have a friend who's I know, like I work with a woman who's polyamorous. I've known her for a very long time. Very, very long time. And she is polyamorous and she's got like I think 4 different boyfriends, maybe a girlfriend or two. And it's healthy but I can only believe and imagine that she goes into every situation with a kind of a lighthearted attitude, you know. And I don't think there was ever a guidebook written about polyamory, but I think that there's a certain level of decorum and like behavior I feel associated with it that a lot of men just say, "Oh, I want to be polyamorous," and they don't really think about like how you gotta be on board. The other person has to totally be on board. Yep, he loves the admiration and love he gets from these women. It feeds that ego. It's feeding that ego. And otherwise, you know, a woman who is just happy to just like get down every once in a while would not give him that. So I've seen this happen before. I've seen it happen in my life. I've seen dudes like this. And it's tough. It's like I said, I respect you and support you no matter what direction you decide to go here. I understand the draw, but I also think that it would be in your best interest to wait for someone who's not going to be karmic, because I think there's someone better out there for you. But if you are down with being friends with benefits with him, you know that there's that. But I think you would end up wanting more. That's all. So that is what I see for you this evening, Miss Harley. Thank you so much for being here. It was such a pleasure to read for you this evening, and I hope I brought you a lot of clarity to your questions. And I wish you a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. You're very welcome. Yeah, like, congrats. Like, first time playing and you won? That's awesome, girl. That's not common. That doesn't happen that often. You're very welcome. I'm glad. You're very welcome. Very glad. You too, love. You too. Take care. Now I'm thinking about taking a bath tonight. I have these special bath salts. I'm like, maybe I should do that. Take a nice bath. All right, I'm going to do a last call for all donations. Any last minute burning questions anyone out there might have? I'm here for you. Any questions y'all might have about tomorrow's big romance day? St. Valentine's Day. Last call for all donations. Last call. Hey Taylor, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. We're about to close out for tonight, but if you have a question that you really need answered, I'm sorry, free readings are closed for tonight, love. But I'm still taking donations. All donation information can be found at the top of the chat. But if you want to get a free reading, you got to come here within the first 2 hours of the live stream, okay, hun? Definitely hit your notification bell, then you'll know. That's when we do the free readings, okay? Thank you. Last call for all donations. Last call. Last call for all donations. Hi, Tracy. Absolutely. Absolutely, hun. No problemo. How you doing, Tracy? I hope you're doing well tonight. Tracy, I'm going to give you 3 minutes to send your donation, okay, hon? I don't see anyone in the chat, so I don't know if people left or what. But I will give you a few minutes to send your donation, hon. Thank you so much, Tracy, for your donation, love. Thank you. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you very much, Tracy. Oh, I remember this situation, Tracy. Yes. And what is your question, dear? Oh geez, I remember the last reading we did. We had Justice reversed, and I remember saying law enforcement's going to get him. Let's see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. I'm sorry, hon. What is your son's name or his first initial? Right, knock. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is law enforcement going to be able to get knock? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will law enforcement be able to get knock? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will law enforcement be able to get knock tonight? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will law enforcement be able to get knock tonight? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will law enforcement be able to get knock tonight? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will law enforcement be able to get knock tonight? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will law enforcement be able to get knocked tonight? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will law enforcement be able to get knocked tonight? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will law enforcement be able to get knocked tonight? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will law enforcement be able to get knocked tonight? I'm in a parking lot waiting on them to bring him to me. Oh my goodness. So sorry, Tracy. The moon reversed. 7 of Pentacles. The Emperor. 8 of Wands. And 10 of Wands. My answer, Tracy, is yes. Yes, it's very difficult. It's difficult. Excuse me. There's a lot of difficulty and frustration that's going on right now in them trying to get him. No one, that's true, girl. No one ever promised life would be easy. Ain't that right? This is very difficult for the cops, for law enforcement, but they will have power over him with this Emperor card. Justice will be served with the Eight of Wands. They are going to be able to get to him and bring him to you. Like I said, it's going to be difficult with this Ten of Wands. I see that. Oh my God, me too. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking the same thing, Tracy. I am thinking the same thing. Oh my gosh, I can only imagine the tension. Yeah, yeah. But they will be successful. They will be successful. This is kind of like what I was seeing in your reading that I did for you. I believe it was last week or a few days ago. I'm not quite sure how long ago it was, but it wasn't too long ago. But I remember seeing and feeling that justice was going to be served, that it was going to be, that is what it was going to take, right? And this is what it's taking for him to really have a wake-up call. And it's very hard for them. It's very hard for them to get through with the moon reverse. It's like, and I'm sure you're thinking like, girl, you think it's hard for the police to get through to this kid? Like, I'm his mother. I understand. But they will be successful. I do believe that they will be ultimately successful this evening. I wasn't sure that you're going to get him, but I do feel better. I hope they do get him, and I hope they bring him back to you. It is not a healthy environment for him to be with his father. It's just not. His father is clearly letting him get away with a lot of stuff that you would not allow to go down in your home at all. You have rules, like you said. With the court order. So he's already gotten in trouble before? Or with the fact that he's supposed to be with his mom, but he's at his father's? Hi, Tonya Hikes. Free readings are over for tonight, but if you'd like me to do a reading for you about your father, all my donation information can be found at the top of the chat. I also do mediumship if you're interested in contacting your father. Daisy, also welcome. If you'd like a reading, all my donation information can be found at the top of the chat. We stop free readings after the 2-hour mark. Thank you. He wants to be with you and you are tough. Yeah, because he needs, kids need structure. And even when they don't know it. But it sounds like he even knows it. Yeah, the court order's saying that you have custody. Yeah. Yeah, I get you. I understand. Well, I think that there will be success tonight. I think they will bring him back to you. I think that justice will be served. Yeah, everyone needs, you're right, everyone needs structure, but especially kids, and they need to learn that from a young age, from childhood to teenhood. You need structure. If you don't have structure, you fall through the cracks. You're very welcome, Tracy. Much love to you. Breathe. Everything's going to be all right tonight, okay? Everything's going to work out. I really believe that. If I didn't think that, girl, you know I'd tell you. I'm very honest. You know, I'm almost too honest to a fault sometimes. But that's really what I see. All right, so we're going to do a second last call for all donations. I'm going to give it another 3 minutes. Last call. All donations. We're going to give it 3 minutes for y'all. If you would like a reading this evening, all my donation information can be found at the top of the chat and throughout the body of the chat. For less than a cup of coffee, you can get a reading, get probably more clarity, I think, than from a cup of coffee, but that's just my opinion. Maybe that's me just, having a tainted or sullied opinion because it's from my mouth, but that's just my opinion. Last call for all donations. Last call. Thank you. Last call for all donations this evening. Yes, I will light a candle for you. I will light a candle for you and pray for you tonight, Miss Tracy. Yeah, please, yeah, keep me updated because I definitely remember your story and I want to see how things pan out here with your son. So much love to him. I really hope he sees the light. I think he will. I do. Oh, well, you're very welcome, Tracy. Thank you, love. You're very welcome, and I appreciate you too. I'm glad to bring you some clarity in really difficult times. That's, yeah, not easy. Not easy. We're doing a last call for all donations. Last call for all donations. Gonna give it another 30 seconds or so, and then I'm just gonna call it a night, I think. Really surprised at how slow it was tonight, but you know what? Things happen. Just thought people would be more interested in their Valentines, but I guess not. But I understand Valentine's Day. Right? Am I right? No, we love Valentine's Day. We love love. All right, y'all. I will see you all tomorrow.